Right, it's the 7th of June, 6:50, 6:55. 7th of June. I'm on my narrow path journey to the store, Tesco. Um, so if anything untoward um, happens to one on the streets by this deviant police community, just to let you know that certainly I don't have to explain myself. People know who I am. I have a good reputation, and I'm not a thief. So obviously, if I was a thief, I would have had some criminal background. I'm nearly 60 years of age, so obviously, uh, all their evidence is made up, circumstantial. The police of just word of mouth, of spreading gossip to everybody, the stores, that there's a thief on there. So obviously, they want you removed from life because um, they have, because of your certain knowledge of powers of staying alive and knowing how to, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you. It's a witch. They're witch hunts. Obviously, the police are framing people as low life crooks, thieves, and that, because if you go into the news, you will see they don't have any evidence. They just want to bust into you, break your doors down, and just lock you up for a day and just strip you of everything you've got. Uh, your life savings, your little life savings, your rubies and diamonds, your reputation, and obviously your secret technology, which is only given your position, and it's only your details of who you are and where you are. So obviously, the motives are that they know they're doing something deviant, and they know that you've got information, and that information goes against them. And obviously, this is why they put out 10,000 people a day to circle you at £10 an hour. That works out £100,000 an hour. Obviously, they're not going to go for some thief uh, with circumstantial evidence of false witness, eyewitness testimonies, thousands of people witnessing false testimonies. They wouldn't do that. I mean, they would do that, sorry, with the false witness testimonies, but for a real thief, they're not going to pay £100,000 a day to put 10,000 people around you daily over a period of 10 years in a 25-year witch hunt. Obviously, they want you removed because they know it's corruption, their corruption, and the best way to get people removed, a false witness testimony once locked up. Obviously, nature takes its course once you're locked up. Everyone knows what goes on in there, in prisons and hospital prisons. Anyway, I'm on my narrow path journey. Obviously, I'm a fighter, and I fight right to the end for injustice. I'm doing justice for everybody here. Enough of this framing innocent victims. We're going to put a stop to this, and if we have to march the streets, we will. And you shouldn't be in fear of going just to the store on a narrow path journey, or just to survive, to get your daily exercise and a bit of grocery, to be charged down as some thief. When you have a good reputation, you've been to universities, and there's no background of criminal history. So now, obviously, they wouldn't do it to everyone. It's certain people, but out of boredom, who knows? They just go around framing people just because to make their workload look good, that they're doing their job. There's no officers, no police on the street. They're using the proxies to do their dirty work, meaning they're building a dark community to hunt people down on false witness testimony, just saying, oh, that man's a thief, oh, that man's mentally sick, that man's this, that man's that man's a drug addict, that man's a drug dealer, that man, blah, blah, blah. And then the community, dark community, whips up. None of the community know each other. League of Nations forms, hunts you down, and does their dirty work, and them behind the red curtains that give the operations kept their hands clean, and that's it. You've lost your life. Obviously, you would be. And I don't want to say the word, but you know what goes on behind closed doors. That you would be a target if you're meant to be some form of this, that, this whistleblower, that, or I'm not going to go through all the police nominal names. You can imagine what they are, and you would be a target. You wouldn't survive a day. I don't want to go into it anyway, but unless it's highlighted, obviously I'm passive warrior, but I'm on my narrow path journey, and the majority of people do know it's a witch hunt. But no, not the majority. Sorry, few people. The majority will be hoodwinked that that there really is a deviant on the streets. This is an impossibility. Obviously, you would have been locked up years ago. You'd have criminal background, and if you were a deviant, they wouldn't let it ride 25 years. You would have been locked up. So, something would have happened on the streets. If you'd done something like thieving or anything, you would have been jumped or caught or wrestled to the ground. Something would have happened years ago. So, as they're now framing, putting things in front of you, getting all their officers and everyone to put their bags right next to you and open their bags and walk around you. Obviously, that looks like circumstantial evidence for the police to smash your doors in and take your life, rob you of your life, your rubies and diamonds, your reputation. But once you've had that done to you, you don't get over that. That takes its toll. And there's other things that goes on. I'm not going into the whatever they do. I know what they do, and I've had it done to me before in the back of police vans, and you can imagine. I don't want to go into the graphics of it, but this is my journey, and um, I'm giving my perspective of my position. I'm giving my details of my position, which I'm allowed to do. I'm on my narrow path journey, and but what you're not allowed to do is encircle, hunt innocent victims. So I'm on my narrow path journey, and I'm going to the store. And if anything happens untoward in the next days, weeks, uh, I hope you rise up for justice and stop these witch hunts, grave witch hunts.